have learned of the news of the passing of Michael Graves, and Grounds for Sculpture is incredibly saddened and totally shocked by what has happened. We have been hosting Michael Graves' Past His Prologue, an exhibition that I know that Michael was very proud of, and on opening night, Michael was connecting with all of his friends from the many years, seeing all of his 50 years of projects on display in this beautiful museum, and some of which he hadn't seen in years. It was a memorable event, and it's something I'll never forget. I'd like to point out one of Michael Graves' favorite projects, which was his home in Princeton, New Jersey. Michael's early years were in Rome, and when he moved back to Princeton, he had his eye on the stonemasons' warehouse, where the Italian stonemakers were living and had used as the stone shop for the construction of buildings at Princeton University. Michael then, over time, was able to purchase the building, and for many, many years he made it his life's project to convert the home into one of his most cherished building projects, with all of his favorite possessions, artworks, books, everything that he collected on his travels through Europe and around the world. He's very, very proud of his home. In the early 1960s, Michael received a fellowship to be a fellow at the American Academy in Rome, and he used this as an opportunity to do the grand tour, which at the time was the rite of passage of every architectural student to tour the cities of Europe. And the one thing that he came back with was a tremendous love of Italy, especially of Rome, and this played as an important factor in all of his design work in the succeeding years. Not just in architecture, but how he was impressed with how architecture in Rome, as well as the interior designs, the artwork, the objects connected with the citizens who lived and used these spaces. And it was a determination of his to use this approach to humanity and touch every type of design that he could, from buildings to homes to objects in the home to artwork, to make it in such a way that it connected with the users of the artwork or the buildings. And so his commitment to humanity was formed in those early 1960s years, and he followed through to the present day. In 2003, Michael Graves was traveling in Europe and was struck with a virus that ultimately left him paralyzed from the waist down. He spent many months in hospitals, and during this time he learned about hospital furniture and room access and other things that were confronted by patients every day, including himself. And he made a point of setting about to come up with designs that would alter that landscape, from bed furniture, chairs, tables, and even the wheelchair. He worked with Stryker Medical to redesign a special wheelchair known as the Stryker chair, which is on display here at Grounds for Sculpture, and is now working with Kimberly Clark on the design of different implements, including walking canes. And he has also been involved with the Wounded Warrior Project for veterans returning from the Iraq-Afghanistan war to Fort Belvoir outside of Washington, D.C.